Have you ever noticed your dog watching you, even when you're doing absolutely nothing? Not when you're holding a treat, not when you're asking for a sit, not when you're calling their name, just watching. Those quiet moments may be the most important conversations you'll ever have with your dog. Because while you think nothing is happening, your dog is silently asking one life-changing question. Am I truly safe with this person? The answer isn't built through commands or rewards. It isn't created by expensive toys or perfect training sessions. It grows through hundreds of ordinary moments that most owners never even notice. Today, we're exploring one of the deepest parts of canine psychology, the invisible feeling that transforms a house into a home and a human into someone a dog trusts with their whole heart. Welcome to Canine Fellow, where we discover the emotional world dogs can't explain with words. And before we begin, tell us in the comments, does your dog prefer sleeping right beside you or peacefully in another room? Your answer might reveal more about their emotional security than you think. The first layer, your dog is always reading you. The day a dog enters your life, they begin studying you. Not your vocabulary, not your rules, not even your commands. They study something much quieter. The sound of your footsteps coming down the hallway, the way you close a door, the rhythm of your breathing after a long day, the expression on your face before you even realize you're making one. Humans often believe communication begins when we speak. Dogs know it begins long before that. Every movement tells a story. Every pause carries information. Even the way you walk into a room has meaning. Imagine living in a country where you don't understand a single spoken word. Eventually, you would learn to survive by reading body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and routines. That is exactly how your dog experiences the human world. Their greatest survival tool isn't language. It's observation. Over time, these tiny observations become patterns. Those patterns become expectations. And those expectations shape one incredibly important belief. I know what kind of person you are. Many owners think safety means providing a soft bed, quality food, and daily walks. Those things matter. But emotional safety is something deeper. To a dog, safety means predictability. It means knowing that today's version of you will probably be the same person tomorrow. Your reactions don't suddenly explode without warning. Your affection doesn't disappear unexpectedly. Your presence feels familiar instead of uncertain. Dogs can adapt to many situations. What they struggle with is unpredictability, because uncertainty forces the brain to stay alert, and a constantly alert brain can never truly rest. The second layer. Safety is often created by what you don't do. One of the biggest misunderstandings about trust is believing it's built only through action. Sometimes trust grows because of absence. The absence of pressure, the absence of emotional outbursts, the absence of unnecessary intensity. That might sound simple, but to a dog, it's incredibly powerful. Pressure isn't always obvious. Sometimes it's reaching toward them before they're ready. Sometimes it's overwhelming excitement every time they walk into the room. Sometimes it's expecting interaction when they're quietly enjoying their own space. Dogs constantly evaluate emotional energy. If energy rises without warning, if voices suddenly become louder, if emotions change from calm to tense in seconds, their nervous system notices immediately, even when nothing bad actually happens. Imagine trying to relax in a room where the lights randomly flicker and loud noises appear without warning. Eventually, your body stays prepared. Dogs experience emotional unpredictability in much the same way. But something remarkable happens when that unpredictability slowly disappears. The room begins to feel different, not because something exciting has been added, but because something stressful has quietly been taken away. And in that peaceful space, trust begins growing almost on its own. The third layer, when trust no longer needs to be tested. People often say dogs are constantly testing us, but emotionally secure dogs rarely need to test anything. Why would they? They already know the answer. They know how you respond. They know your moods. They know your boundaries. They know your kindness isn't temporary. That's why emotional safety doesn't always look the way people expect. Some secure dogs follow their owners everywhere. Others happily nap in another room for hours. At first glance, these behaviors seem completely opposite, but both can come from exactly the same place. Confidence. A dog who constantly checks where you are maybe seeking reassurance. But a dog who comfortably rests alone often isn't ignoring you. They're simply confident that you're still there. They don't need constant proof because your consistency has already answered every question they once had. Ironically, one of the greatest signs of attachment is independence. It's peaceful independence. A dog who feels emotionally secure doesn't need to monitor your every movement. Their heart already feels at home. The fourth layer, the courage to be vulnerable. Perhaps the most beautiful sign of emotional safety isn't excitement. It's complete relaxation. Think about what sleeping really means in the animal world. When a dog falls into deep sleep, they temporarily give up awareness. Their reactions slow. Their senses quiet. Their defenses disappear. That's an enormous act of trust. Wild animals rarely allow themselves that luxury unless they believe the environment is safe. When your dog stretches out beside you, exposes their belly, lets their muscles completely soften, or sighs before drifting into a deep sleep, they're making a silent statement. I'm comfortable enough to stop protecting myself. That kind of vulnerability cannot be demanded. It cannot be trained. It cannot be purchased. It cannot be rushed. It only appears when uncertainty slowly fades away. And when it does, your relationship changes forever. You're no longer simply sharing the same home. You have become part of your dog's definition of safety itself. That is one of the greatest gifts any animal can offer. The invisible language of trust. If you've been paying attention throughout your dog's day, you may realize they've been telling you this story all along. Not through dramatic displays, not through tricks, not through perfect obedience, but through tiny moments that are easy to miss. The relaxed sigh after lying down beside you. The slow blink as they watch you across the room. The choice to quietly settle near your feet without being asked. The gentle way their muscles soften when you enter the room. None of these moments happen by accident. They are conclusions. Your dog has spent weeks, months, maybe years, studying who you are. Every calm interaction becomes another piece of evidence. Every predictable response strengthens the picture. Until one day, without ceremony or announcement, your dog quietly decides, this person is safe. And from that single conclusion grows everything else. Trust, connection, loyalty, affection, even the deepest forms of love that never need loud expressions. Because emotional safety isn't something humans can demand. It's something dogs choose to give, one quiet moment at a time. If today's story helped you understand your dog's heart in a new way, we'd love to hear about it. Share one small behavior your dog does that makes you feel trusted. You might inspire another dog owner to notice something they've overlooked. And if you enjoy exploring the hidden emotional lives of dogs through calm, science-inspired storytelling, don't forget to subscribe to Canine Fellow and turn on notifications. Every week, we uncover the quiet behaviors that reveal what your dog has been trying to tell you all along, without saying a single word.